So right now, let me begin to thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to talk about my awakening and how it started. It actually started when I was about 16. I started getting like wisdom from John, a man by the name of John Moffitt. Rest in peace. He passed away. He started to open my eyes up because when I was in church, I noticed like the Jim Jones cult and different cults that was taking place that was involving Christianity. So it I questioned it, like, why is there so much hate and murder in this so-called religion? So I just started asking God for the truth early, because I went through all what the church told me to do, and then the results wasn't there like I thought, you know, that it should be. So I started talking to John Moffitt. I started doing a little bit more research by myself, and just kind of just listening to God and getting different revelations on what I should do as far as my life concern is concerned about different cults and different religions and things like that, because it wasn't making sense. The things that were being read and people were being prophesied to, and none of that, a lot of that stuff just did not come to pass. So it just brought a bunch of questions to my mind and my spirit and my being on the planet. So I just started to you know, do my own research. And as from a kid till like now, as growing into a grown man, I realized that, a lot of those things were just cults, and a lot of it was just, tradition, things that were made up. I believe that you can put power into a particular thing, and we give it power, and it has power. Some things on the planet just works. Some things work. Like, I found that, the name of Jesus, we were talking, it just works when it comes to prayers, and it's just something that actually works. And I've been in church most of my life. So in certain situations, you call on the Spirit of God, and not saying that the Spirit of God is not in me, like I have to call it into. No, the Spirit of God is in me. It's just that sometimes you can say different things to delete whatever is happening in your life at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I started to dig deep into what I felt like was my life and my being in my beliefs. And then it all started to make sense. It was like God is in me, and the more that I recognize and the more that I realize, that is like the more that I can push out and give to other people. God is love. The more love that I embrace, the more that I have to give. So it was like the church kind of taught us to look. I wasted a lot of years because the church kind of taught me to look for God to drop everything out the sky, and it wasn't coming like that. It was like I realized that I had to go get it. Even at 8 years old, I got out the bed and went and hustled for me and my sister to eat, and it even turned into just I was feeding my family at 8 years old, and it was because I heard the voice of the Creator say, "This is what you do and how you do it," and I went and I did that. So, I noticed that another thing that I noticed in this spiritual awakening, that is that you would lose a lot of people. You would lose a lot of the shallow-minded people, not talking bad about anybody, but you will. They'll just drop off. They'll fall away from you. They'll go get somebody, or they'll just communicate with the people that are on their level, which is a good thing, because you stop wasting time with the headaches and the heartaches. You know what I mean? So I realized that too. Another thing that I realized is that you don't make as many mistakes as you normally would. Your mistakes are very limited. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your mistakes are very limited. Your joy is very different. You're more joyful. You're more happier. You have less. What's the right word? You have less tolerance for nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You enjoy the trees, you enjoy nature, you enjoy the beach. You actually have the liberty to enjoy your life now. So this is what I'm getting so far from my spiritual awakening. And then you realize that some of the, like, I talked to homeless people. I talked to a homeless man today, and believe it or not, dude, it, this homelessness thing is just, come on, man. Dude, if you live in LA, you already know. It's just that simple. Because the rent is super high for no reason at all. And us human beings are on the attack from other human beings raising the rent and doing all this old garbage. It's just unbelievable stuff that's happening right now. But anyway, it's like you have a conscious human being who's believe in nature and believe in fairness, and then you have this robotic human being without a heart. It's just, I would do anything to anybody. It doesn't matter for the money. It's kind of like that's what we're doing. Kind of like that's what we're living in. It's like the robotic human beings, against the conscious human beings. It's like, it's crazy. And this homeless thing, as you can see, it's not about skin color at all. And anybody who knows that. It's not about skin color at all. It's not racist. It's not prejudice. It can land on any one of us. But I rebuke that. I come against that. I come against homelessness. You know what I'm saying? For any one of us, we all deserve a place to shower, a place to lay our head comfortable, a place to cook food and enjoy life. We all deserve that. I believe we all deserve that. So I'm totally against it, but you see it happening, and it's happening at an alarming rate. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys, love you, and I'm kind of still sleepy. For the last 2 weeks, I've been going hard, man. I've been going really hard. I haven't even been to the gym, but I've been getting my workouts, but I haven't been to the gym like in about a week. But I have been working out though. That's the thing. I've been working out, but I just haven't been to the gym. So I'm gonna probably go to the gym maybe sometime late tonight, maybe after it settles a little bit. But just want to say, God bless you guys, man. Keep your heads up. One life to live. Enjoy your life as much as you possibly can, and only be around people that love you, man, and that respects you. So, let go of what you need to let go of. People don't want to be in your life no more. Let them go, and do what you have to do for yourself. My grandmother told me. I took her some flowers, some beautiful flowers the other day, and she called me Henry. She don't call me Elijah. She called me Henry. But she was like, you take care of yourself. And the way she said it and the look in her face, it was like, wow. My grandmother said, take care of yourself, and I know what that means. It was more than just take care of yourself. It was more like in this day and time, in the time that we're living in right now, you take care of yourself. So, I understood. So anyway, I just want to say thank you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Keep your heads up. And God bless you, man. One love.